Hell no. Nah, I would know. I was trying to drop Phoebus ahead the year one. Hell no, we ain't playing y'all.
Welcome to another episode of BallinVA. Y'all see, I'm feeling real good. I ain't had nothing to drink today. But I am down in the 757 live, man. We're down here at Bethel High School, you know, for the trollers and for the fanboys and everything. Yes, we're at the school that Allen Iverson played at, you know, so for all those people like that. So, yeah, we're here. But, you know, I'm a Tony Rutland fan. Shout out to Tony Rutland, you know what I'm saying? But we're here today. We're covering Bethel High School football here with Coach Porter and his staff. And I got my man, Freeway Phil Twine, also from the 757. So I'm outnumbered today, guys. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So I got to be on my best behavior. So I'm going to start off with let Coach Porter introduce himself and what he has done, and then introduce his staff, man. We're going to get it crunk, and we're going to talk about some things. So we're going to have a good time here. So, Coach Porter, it is on you, my guy.
So, David Porter, got to the area in 2001, coached at Denver High School for a couple years. Took a couple years off, raised my son. I had custody of my son since he was infant. So I took a couple years off, got back in 08. I got here from 08 to 13, coached here, coached over that time period. Quarterbacks, receivers, DBs, and was the DC my last year. I went to Heritage High School under Massenburg. I coached there for 2 years.
Okay.
Then I moved to the apprentice school. I was at the apprentice school for 5 years.
Ooh.
Then I went up to Misericordia, Division III school in Pennsylvania. I was there for a year as the recruiting coordinator.
Okay.
And then I took the job here in January 22.
Okay.
So heading to my 5th season here.
Okay. Well, who you brought with you today, man?
So I got, to my right, I got Lawrence Burton, DC, defensive coordinator, linebacker coach. And to the left, I got Sean Walker, who's the JV head coach.
Okay. Well, we're going to start with first, since you introduced the DC first. We're going to start with you, man. You know, Mr. Louisiana. Louisiana, get Cajun. I don't want no roots, man. I seen Queen Sugar. I ain't messing with you, Coach.
I seen Queen Sugar.
Lawrence Burton, been to DC here. It's my second stint at DC here. I was here from 07 to 11. Ended up moving to North Carolina. I was in the Air Force here. This is my last duty station.
Okay.
So I got into coaching. Ended up going to North Carolina in a position coach down at Central Cabarrus. Was there 2 years, and then moved to South Carolina, where I went to Travelers Rest High School, where I've served as the DC assistant head coach. So 25 years and going.
Oh, man. You look young, man. Look, you ain't no stress, man. The black don't crack. Told you, man, that's that good Louisiana, those spices, the herbs and spices, man. Try to tell you, Coach.
Yeah, Coach Sean, a.k.a. Coach Steve, Coach with the glasses. I got like 1,000 names, man.
Oh, my God.
JV head coach. I think my journey to sports was by accident. I started with the youth through outreach, trying to get kids from gangs and gang intervention and all that stuff, worked with the city of Newport News.
Okay.
I kind of stumbled into sports because Boys Club at downtown Newport News had said they needed help with coaches real bad. And so when I joined, I was just joining just to help. I could have been the dang on face mask cleaner. And if you know me throughout the years, you know I don't carry titles. I just come to help. Right?
Okay.
So I was never a football guy. Kind of like you hearing your backstory. Played football 1 year. My mom was real paranoid about football.
Okay.
She always had visions and dreams of me being paralyzed. So she's like, nope, pick another sport. So I always loved football, though. It's Saturday mornings, Sunday afternoons, you're going to catch me in front of TV watching football. And so I came up through track basketball that way, and then stumbled back into football through help.
Okay.
And have a real extensive youth background. First started off, I ain't know nothing about no football coaching. I was sorry as I don't know for my first 4 years, getting my tail whooped all over the place, and I think it just clicked. You know, I just wanted to get better, but I didn't want to get better because I wanted to rise through the ranks, but more so just to make sure that if I'm helping kids out in this area, that I'm making sure I'm putting them in better positions. You know, and so I used to ask for help for a long time, man. I used to ask for help from parents and everybody. Nobody helped me. So I realized at a certain point that I needed to help myself. And so I kind of raised through the ranks of that, even getting here. You know, when me and him met, it was just by chance. You know, it was, a couple of guys that told him I was a pretty good coach. But I've always been the type of guy that felt like you don't get high school jobs unless you earn them, or unless you want to be that guy. When I met him, when I interviewed, I always, you know, when I came here, I didn't even know what to expect. You know, if you would have told me, hey man, I just need you to come clean the jerseys up if you can, because I'm a Bethel grad, so Bethel means everything to me.
Okay.
And if you would have told me to come clean the jerseys and root on the team and maybe give a speech here and there, I would have did that. Any role. Never thought I'd be in this role, you know, and so I always looked at this as a blessed opportunity. This is my 25th year. I think me and him got about the same amount of time. Just helping kids, man. I kind of still take that way, even though I always look at this role as just a role. You know?
Okay.
So I don't care. You know, the title is great. Blessed to have the title, but I'm more blessed to be here to help.
Yeah,
you know, and
see
so
that.
I bring that attitude every day I come here. You know, he get on me. This best boss to work for. He's gonna get on you, you know. But honestly, you know, because of that, and because he holds you accountable so much, he makes you raise your game. And so I'm very appreciative of being here and the opportunity. But yeah, man, this is my 5th year. I think as a Bethel grad, it's the best thing on this planet because I'm a true, you know, graduate of school, as far as a person who just bleed the colors. Whether I was a coach or not, I'm at every game, every event, baseball, you name it, supporting everything here. So it's better now. I'm behind the glass, and I got that view from inside and outside.
I love that because when you came in with that energy, I felt that. So
Yeah, he get fired 3-4 times a week.
what?
But the one thing
Come
about
on,
him,
Coach.
the one thing about him is when he tell you he's willing to do anything. Like I used to get mad at the ball boys because the kicking ball ain't in at the right time. So I'm going crazy on the sideline. So he come to me like, hey, next game I'm gonna be the ball boy.
Okay.
So
I like that. Get shit done piece.
Yeah, yep.
This gets better.
Oh.
I can show you some video footage of him attempting to catch the extra points behind the goal post.
Are you serious?
Oh man! And Coach Blunt, the Phoebus, he called me one day. He's like, Porter, you a dirty dude, man. Man, you ain't shine the ball, boy. I'm like, nah, man, he volunteered to do it. He volunteered to do it. They in the meeting watching him try to catch the extra point on film laughing.
That man say he bleed the colors, man.
He
Keep in
bleed.
mind, I'm farsighted. So if some sort of distance, I struggle seeing it.
Man, he
Okay.
no-sighted. No-sighted. That's what it is.
God
No
damn,
hand-
Coach. Cut him some slack, Coach. Stall him out, Debo.
Got hands like a lamp. Hands like a lamp. Bad,
Oh, man.
Nah, but I got several guys on staff that are Bethel graduates,
Okay.
and that's kind of was like the plan because those guys care. They care.
matters.
So I've always said it's not important to go hire a bunch of football guys. I can teach you inside zone, outside zone, counter trap. I can teach you all that stuff. It's hard to get somebody to care about a kid that they can't claim on their taxes.
Right.
So when you find guys that genuinely care about kids, you got to bring them in. You can teach them whatever. Like I got another coach on staff, Coach Elliott.
Okay.
Got to hold him on the leash. Pit bull.
Okay.
Like, he go crazy on
Okay.
people.
Shout out to Coach.
But he get a kid shirt off his back, shoes off his feet. Any kid.
We like that.
He's that kind of guy. So, like I try to get guys like that. You can teach them ball. You can teach anybody ball. But you ain't gonna teach nobody to genuinely care about kids that don't belong to you.
Right.
So
Right.
that's always a big goal with my hires.
And that's the thing, man. When I got into this, because I always love football. Like, I even though I'm a basketball guy, I love football more than I do basketball. And that's people that know me closely like that. And that's probably why it was easy for me to transition into doing this because, you know, just seeing you guys passionate about it. And I just think that football is the ultimate team sport.
It is.
And basketball is so individualized, and you fall in love with them. But football, man, you got to care about the next man. And when you have people who you hired to come in behind you and say, okay, I'm gonna bring some people in that's within the program, that means a lot, you know. And I really gravitate towards that, you know, because like I said, nobody can tell you about the program that walk through them halls themselves, you know. So that's some dope stuff, man. But you know, Phil, you want to add on to that? You got on that?
Well, you know, guys, it's an honor to be here. You know, just love you guys, what you guys built in this program. We want to get more into detail with that. But as I told you before, you know, my brother Andre Twine is the head coach of Deep Creek. You know, you guys scrimmage each other every year, and he always told me, he said, Phil, I don't sugarcoat anything. Bethel's coming, and he says, I'm telling you this. Just watch them, pay attention, and just see what they're gonna do, and to see what you guys have done the last few years in a tough Peninsula district with, we know the Phoebuses and the Hamptons and the Warwicks. I just feel like you guys can get y'all just due in reference to what y'all have done and what y'all have built, and that's why we're here. We want to hear your story. We want to hear what you've done with your kids, and we're looking forward to how you guys continually progress and grow with what you've done. So that's why we're here. I'm just grateful. But to let y'all know behind the scenes, my brother was like, hey, man, you got to go in with Bethel, man. They're going to tell you some good stuff, man. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? So I just was excited because he already had the relationship with you guys and staff and all that. And I know they're looking forward to scrimmage you guys this year as well, coming on this side. But that's why I'm here. I'm more so the outside looking in. You know what I mean? He's got the close personal, vibe and, connection with you guys. But I've got to see you from afar, but I get to really be here to hear you guys' story today. So I'm grateful to be here.
Man, that he does an amazing job over there. He's one of the guys that plays with his kids. I'm probably about to get lit on fire for saying that now. He's one of the guys that plays with his kids and gets it done every year. That's right there every year. So I always admire that. And I told you the other night, man, the fact that him, coaching with y'all dad, man, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Like that's, cause with my son coaching college ball, I'm like, man,
Right.
at one point I'd love to be with my son coaching. Like that's dope. I like that.
And that's the day, man, what y'all saying, that it's a lot. So that's why just like, for me, it was important that I come here. And I'm gonna say this, I gotta apologize to the Bethel people. I was supposed to come down here last year, and the day before I called Coach Porter in August, it was like the 20th or something like that, and I got sick. And I felt real bad. I was like, man, and I was gonna come down, I was gonna push it down here. I was like, if I get down here, I ain't gonna make it back home. I already knew that's how bad I was
You
feeling.
sounded horrible.
Yeah, and so this interview was supposed to take place for he going to Bethel because they hot. No, I'm not, motherfucker. I'm not. Okay? I was supposed to be down here last year. I had it all. It was, matter of fact, you and Warwick around that same time. You know what I'm saying? And Minchville girls. So I had all that planned out, but I didn't make it. But I'm here now. That's why I told Porter. I said, you're gonna be one of the first football interviews that I do for the year before I get started. Because I got a few lined up that's coming up, but I had to make sure I get here first. So want y'all to know that.
We appreciate
so,
it.
Going right into it, because I gotta ask the question. They know where I'm going with it. In the words of the great Flavor Flav, you know what I'm saying? Flavor Flav's son, public enemy #1. You know what I'm saying? So we here at Bethel because all we hear in the groups, man, Bethel, man, they doing their thing over there, man, blase. What's going on at Bethel, man?
Man.
You got a lot of people mad at you right now.
I don't know, man.
I ain't know what you did, Porter. You ain't do nothing. You just was like, hey.
Hey, I can tell you what I can do, though. Once we get off camera, I can show you my phone and let you see that I ain't reached out to nobody.
We know that.
And what happens is a lot of the conversations when we talk, when parents reach out, they come by, they're not happy where they're at. So
that's everywhere.
Here's the way I see it. If I'm a program and I constantly year in, year out beat a program, and I have kids to leave my program to go to that program, I need to look at myself.
Right.
It's something with me that I'm not doing. I know our thing over here is I tell the kids, tell the parents, college, military, workforce. You're gonna do 1 to 3, and we're gonna be as involved as possible. And since we got here, we done a pretty good job of getting kids in school. Year 1, we had 6 seniors, 3 went to college. Year 2, we had about 12. 6 of them went to college, go play ball. The next year, we didn't have any. We had a bunch of academic kids. They had some opportunities. They rather went to school, be students. The following year, we sent 5. This year. This year we sent 5. So a lot of people see that, and they'll say, well, the kids are going to school there. Because I don't have a pitch. We get paid $7,000, what I'm giving you. There's no pitch. There's no pitch. Like $7,000 is some people rent for 2 months.
Right, right.
I got no pitch. I just think word of mouth from the kids. Kids are the biggest recruiters ever. So when kids come, they come here and they enjoy what's going on, and they might talk to their friend, right? Or the parents may say, "Yeah, my child's there. He's excelling academically." We had a kid that transferred last year from another school in the district. When he got here, he had 2.5. Well, what we do here is support-wise in the building, because like my administrative staff is amazing. Kid graduated right above 3.0 because of the support. So people see that stuff, and parents talk about it, and like, hey, academic-wise, they doing this. You can play football anywhere. If you're a good football player, you gonna go to school. You might not go to Clemson, but you're gonna go to school somewhere. But a lot of times the support that you know, as a parent, you want that around your kid. So I'm not saying other people need to step their game up, but everything ain't winning, man. Everything ain't state championship.
Yeah, you guys, then go ahead, Phil.
And then why are people acting like kids just started transferring?
Right.
This ain't new.
Right. No.
We had kids that left our program, right? And every time a kid leaves, there's something called a principal verification form. So the school they're leaving has the opportunity to say, yes, this kid is eligible leaving, or no, this kid is not eligible leaving. Every kid that's ever left here got checked off, yes, they're eligible. Because at the end of the day, I'm not hurting the coach or the school he's going to, I'm hurting the kid. We had a kid in this district that left here. He went to another school. He's probably the best football player that they had in 20 years at their school. I had a video of him participating in a thump camp while he was still enrolled at this school. I had a video sent to me where somebody followed him and the parent from their house in the city of Hampton to the front door of that school in Newport News. So, you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here.
I got my Carmelo Anthony face. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, Coach, you said it, and I think that's the thing is that, you know, when programs win and produce at a high level on and off the court, people want to be around it, whether it be parents, whether it be kids, you know, and I think really it's just a testament of what you guys built, you know what I mean, and what you are continually building, right? The other thing I wanted to say as well is that with all of the kids you have coming in, the expectations have gotten higher, not only because of the kids you have coming in, but also with your playoff success last year, you know, beating Nazareth River at Nazareth River, which was a big win for the program. And, you know, you had a lot of playoff success before that. How are you guys managing those expectations with so many kids coming in, but also the kids who are still here? How are you managing those expectations? And, you know, right now, you know, a lot of people have you guys as one of the favorites in the PD with Hampton, who won the district last year. We know Warwick and Phoebus will be in the mix too, but right now I would say Bethel and you guys and Hampton are the favorites. So how are you guys managing expectations, and what are you looking to do to really improve the team this year?
I don't think you manage any expectations. It never changed.
Okay.
We were talking about that earlier. Like, I think every year for everybody to go to state championship or bust. So that's always the aiming point. The kids that have come in, they bought in. They've done everything we asked them to do. They show up on time. They fall in. Like a lot of these guys know each other. They play youth ball with each other. They play 7-on-7 with each other. So they all know each other. So yeah, expectations never change. It's always been the same. Whether the kids came or not, it's still the same thing. Like we have this, every year we have something that we pass along to the kids. Like last year was chasing best. So you chasing the best version of yourself. Student, son, uncle, cousin, whatever it is. So when those guys know what that means. So the guys that come in, you fall on that same expectation. Before we told guys, be who you say you are. If you say you're a Division I football player, then be that, because that's inside the building and that's on the field. Be that. We said spot the ball, put the ball down, let's play. Put the ball down, let's play. It didn't matter the year, didn't matter the kids, whether they came or not. It's the same expectation. So we don't, the meter don't move because of who's here. Like, we're not adapting or adjusting to who's here. They're gonna fit into the program, or they won't be here.
I'm gonna put the same question to you guys.
Yeah,
so either
yeah,
one
for
of you
sure.
guys.
Yeah.
I think the good part is that his mentality is starting to wear off on the kids that have been here. So it makes it easy for everybody to buy in because those kids are teaching that from day one. We have a thing where you can't wear color in the weight room. These kids are on it every day. Like, we don't have to say anything anymore. The kids are starting to police it now. So it's starting to get to the point where it's not us. We just teaching us. We just teaching football now, which is what we want to do. We just able to coach you football and coach you up on what we do. And the kids are starting to teach it and buy into it. So it makes it easy, makes our job easy.
And with you being a JV coach, man, I know you training them up and bringing them up there. So what you got to say in regards to that?
I think one thing about us, one, we are a tight-knit group.
Okay.
We talk 24/7, 365. We're very open. I think Coach Porter has done a great job of putting men on the staff, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
You know, not too much emotions. You know, we're gonna butt heads here and there, but honestly, when you got a room full of strong men, you're gonna butt heads. And so what that created was our own little utopia, right? We got our own little dome, and we don't do a lot of. I think I seen a parent one day in a sports group say, you don't see a lot of Bethel coaches out here talking. You know, you can go up online, you see a lot of coaches from a lot of schools talking, meaning they paying attention to a lot of the noise. We don't do that. And honestly, it's really led by Porter. Porter we don't come in here talking about what other schools got going on. We don't really focus on what we got going on. We focus about what's going on in the building. And typically, especially when the school year starts, typically our conversation starts what's going on in the building. He typically got some type of headache about one of the kids, whether JV or varsity. He's always talking about what the kid got going on. He always lets us know about their grades. So our thing is cleaning our house, you know. And so as long as you present your house, you know, then you're not worried about what's going on in everybody else's houses. So that kept us focused. He always comes with a plan. There's nothing this man don't do that isn't calculated. You know, he always got. He writes everything down to a T. So I always say, you know, I use the word GPS, right?
Okay.
Every year, I say probably in December, he done put the destination in GPS and then gave us the guidance. This is the path we're gonna take. This is how we're gonna get to our destination, and that's what we stay locked in on. Not whether or not who's gonna win the district or none of that. We feel like if we handle our business, we're gonna be tough. But that's our business, not minding everybody else's business. So, you know, we just stay locked in, man. We really don't focus in on the noise. We worry about what we got going on.
I like that. Yeah. See, y'all gotta learn. You learn so. But no, I was looking at y'all's schedule. I was looking at y'all's schedule, and I see y'all start off with the 804 Patrick Henry coming up, and then y'all got Churchland, which is also another coach that came from the 804, but 757 guy with Malik Sexton going over to Churchland nowadays, man. So what y'all think about this year coming up, man, with y'all schedule and everything?
Man, we're excited about the schedule. You know, like I said, the kids get to get on the road to go to Patrick Henry. That's big. Like,
Oh, man, good luck.
they get to get on the road.
Good luck.
Because other than that, we're traveling 5 miles either way. We're going to Darling, we're going to
Yeah.
Tyler.
Right,
Darling,
yeah,
we're going to
right,
Tyler.
yeah.
We're going
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's a long drive.
2 years ago, out of our 10 games, 9 were at Darling.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we had one that we went to Gloucester. So being able to get on the road, it's a ride. But
Yeah, it's a ride out there. Ain't nothing but tomatoes out there.
but well, I mean, well, how much
Shout
of
out
a
to
difference that
Patrick
going to
Henry.
suffer?
Oh, that part. That's true.
That's true.
Ain't
That's
much of a
true.
difference going to
That's
suffer.
true. That's
So,
true.
so we're excited about that one. Then we got Churchland. At Sexton he did a great job during the time at Glen Allen. And the
Yeah, he
crazy part
did.
about it is just showing age. Is like I remember coaching against him when I was at Heritage. He was at Churchland playing. He played in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's still in his 20s, man.
Yeah.
At the end of it, but he there.
Yeah, so we got them, and then we really kick off into the district, and we're excited, man. We got a group of kids this year that's like our seniors. A lot of them are 5-year guys. They started JV in 8th grade. They've been here, so a lot of things like he was saying, the kids that start the police stuff, they already know. Okay, this is about to set Coach Porter off. Hey man, hey fix it, dog. Hey, do this. hey, stop, man. Do this. So that's the good part about it. And my thing when I got here was we want to move from being a high school team to a high school program. So now that we got guys who've been here that know the way we want things done, that know Coach Elliott's gonna lose his mind if the stretch line, the guys ain't 5 yards apart and they ain't in a straight line because he's ex-military. They know that if the knee pads ain't up, because they were talking about that last night in the coaches chat, one of the pictures our kids posted. I'm gonna lose my mind about your knee pads not being down right.
Right.
They already know that stuff. So that's the good part about it. But the season, the teams in the district gonna be everybody losing their minds about kids transferring. I think everybody's still gonna be good. Everybody's still gonna be good. Like
Yeah, because I see my boy Bryce. Shout out to Bryce. Bryce always be on you, man. What is up with you and Bryce, man?
Bryce
With
my guy, man. Bryce is my guy,
Bryce
man.
over there, Maury, always like. What's up with Bryce,
Bryce my
man?
guy, man.
Shout out to Bryce, man.
Yeah.
Bryce, holler at your boy, man.
Shout out to Bryce. Bryce is funny, man. We in another chat together with some coaches on the south side. Bryce is a good dude, man. Me, him, and Priya poke back and forth. Bryce is a good dude, man. I like Bryce. He's a great coach.
Yeah, got Maury doing like this.
What
y'all worried more?
Bryce is another one, man. As soon as I got the job, Bryce was on my head, man. Hey, yeah, congrats, but yeah, we own it.
We ready.
Let me sit out in the office and see what the chair feel like.
Yeah, man.
But Bryce, man, Bryce is a good dude, man. I like those guys. I like all those guys. It's not many people I don't like. Like,
You're a likable guy.
I like everybody, but at the same time, the way people acting now, like they don't know my character with a lot of stuff they saying. I'm not looking for a problem, but if it's a problem, no problem. Like, it is what it is.
He simplified that thing. What you got, Phil?
Yeah, so Coach, last year we had this running joke, about Amari and the season that he had. We know what he did with the program. And every time he had a good game, what I use no post, number 25. Because I don't know what Virginia Pilot was thinking to have this kid, the number 25 ranked kid in the state. And
No, 25th in the 757.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yes. Yes, Lee.
757.
Virginia Pilot had Amari Pryor as the number 25 ranked kid recruit in the 757.
Who did that?
I don't know, but here's what I do know. We know what he did.
around?
Right, we know what he did prior, and we know what he did last season. By the time the season ended, he was a top 3 back in the state, in my opinion. Right, but the reality of it is, Coach, that goes back to what you guys have done and what you built, right? And so my question for you this year is that with the stellar season that Amari had, I'm sure there's a lot of kids that's ready to step up and do their thing. Are you thinking about more so running back by committee this year, or how would you kind of replace that production that Amari did for 4 years?
So first thing, you never replace Amari. Like,
Right, exactly. Right.
I can stay here another 15 years. I can guarantee you another Amari will not come through here.
Yeah.
So you don't replace that.
Okay.
So we looking for somebody that want to be the guy. We got a couple guys in mind. we'll probably put the ball in the air a little bit more this year. You know, it's a luxury to turn around and hand the ball off to a guy and you know you're going to get 8 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
He's going to fall forward for 8 yards.
Yeah.
So you don't replace that. Like I said, we got some guys, and then we're going to do some things with some other guys that's been here. Kaysen, who's all-region wide receiver, who came into the program as an 8th grader as a running back. He was a running back in the program, 8th, 9th. 10th grade, we started messing with some receiver stuff. He ended up breaking his hand. And then last year, full-time, 1,000 yards on 60 catches. He'll go to the backfield a little bit this year. We'll do some stuff with Derek in the backfield, taking some snaps at quarterback. And then, like I said, we got some guys that's running backs that we'll be all right.
Okay, that's great. And Coach, how are we looking on defense? What we looking like? We coming back? What we got going? 'Cause that's another thing. Again, going back to what we were saying earlier about just the overall program. A lot of times last year with the emphasis more on the offensive side of the ball. But you guys had a great season. You made a lot of good plays. You made things in spots when you needed to and make things happen, especially the secondary against Nazareth River, the picks and all those different things. So they were all ball hawks. So how's your defense looking? How are we progressing with this year for the season?
We're coming back. We're coming back, getting back. We're led by Derek. So secondary, which is great, which is a great thing. You know, and he's starting to become this thing. He's realizing it's his thing.
Okay.
He's realizing, okay, I got to go out with a bang. So he's starting to lead those guys. We're getting other guys that came in. Our D-line's getting strong. So I feel like we're getting the best thing for our offseason is I think classroom. Classroom helped us so much for our kids to kind of understand earlier. In spring ball, we did spring ball.
Okay, yeah, I saw that.
Those guys, and it made a difference, and I think and helped us become a step ahead. We're already ahead in our installs where we've been in the last 3-4 years, which is a good thing to have, and you're starting to get numbers. So I think our biggest problem in the past is numbers. In the second half, we started to wear down. We only had 6 guys. Now we're getting those numbers out where we had a first and a second team. So it's starting to give us the little things to know, and they're starting to learn the little things that's gonna help us.
Do you think that's for all the guys too, but do you guys think the increased depth, as y'all know, when you're making playoff runs, a lot of times it's not just the talent and the coaching, it's also how healthy you are, right? And so as you guys are seeing the depth progress and really grow, how do you think that could kind of carry over into to the playoffs this year?
I think it's going to definitely help us with those guys not being able to help out and fresh. We start that fresh slate in that playoffs. As you know, that's a whole nother season.
It is.
So so I think the depth helps us because our kids now they're competing every day. Defensive practice, it's a competition. Who's loud? First group, second group. Like they're going in, and it makes my job easy. I can just sit back and laugh like that. I like keep battling. So I think that's definitely a thing that I see is going to help us out. Is those guys consistently competing against each other, which is going to help us out throughout the season.
Coach Walker, you have anything you want to add to that?
Piggybacking off the depth piece we had, our biggest problem a lot of times once we got later in the year was the gap between the first string guy and that guy who came off the bench. He was the backup. He was way back.
That's a big gap.
Yeah. Now, you don't have that, sometimes when that backup going, that stress level as a coach goes up. Your BP is looking kind of crazy. So, but I think this year with the gap being thinner, then it's going to help us along the way. You're not so worried about what the backup is going to do. Because now the backup, when we first started here, was a starter. Compared to now where our starters are, and our backups are where we are when we first came in. Like we were down bad when we first came in here, but we really kind of have through a plan. Have came along now this year. I don't think that's gonna be much of an issue for us. The depth we have on the team.
And the last 2 years, the playoff runs, and again, I never make an excuse. But you look at Kingsport, because I go there. We had a kid starting DN break his ankle in the game. The opening kickoff, the other DN broke his wrist. What happened? One of the linebackers went down. LJ went down. We had another backup in there. And then even the year before that, at Nazareth River, we lost, 14-6? Touchdown got thrown on a backup because the starter was out with a concussion. So, we walked into the playoffs dinged. Like, we walked in this year fresh. But then, again, Nazareth River, Larry goes down. Second half, they run the ball right where he left from to get the next touchdown to go up. So the depth has definitely gotten better, but also at the same time, that depth is now guys who were starters last year. So they kind of looking like, oh wait, these guys can play. So I think that'll help us. That'll help us get a lot better.
And that was going to go right into my segue for Coach here, because we know with this rule change, VHSL, for the state of Virginia, they want to talk about, it's this feeder program. You had to go to school, your middle school, and come right into to your high school. So wherever you zoned at in middle school, you gotta go to your high school, however you want to label that shit. I don't know. But for you, because the JV, you're the head JV coach, so what message would you have for like the parents or whatever that's looking to, come to Bethel, because again, it starts with you first, and then you get preparing the kids and you're planning and building the program up and moving those guys, getting ready for college. In some situations, like you said, because you're deaf, you might have to get a guy that might have to be called up because of injuries. They might have to get called up. So what would you say, in regards to that? If I made any sense.
So yeah, plenty of sense. So his day one strategy was to go after the young guys. Mm-hmm. And so one thing that we preach university, because we always say, I take the phrase from Porter, coach what you got.
Yep.
And so we got the attitude that we're going to coach every kid. Because the only way you're going to get better is by building everybody. Everybody got to pull their own weight. Mm-hmm. And I always tell parents, when you come into this program, we look to cultivate the young, right? We don't like playing, and this is his philosophy. He don't like playing a lot of older guys on JV. Mm-hmm. And so we typically try to stray away from that. So our program is really 8th and 9th.
Okay.
And so we really, primarily 8th graders. And so we've always been a top 3 program in the district just because of our philosophy. We're going to coach everybody.
Okay.
What happens is, like he gave an example of Kaysen. When Kaysen came in the program, he's a kid. When that was his first year playing football again. Mm-hmm. So he didn't play football. He stopped playing football at the age of 8. He didn't resume playing football until he came back to Bethel JV. Mm-hmm. And so that attitude was the same with him. We just had a plan. We was able to identify his strengths, his weaknesses, and because me and his communication is so strong, because he always asks about, how about kid A, kid B. He don't wash his hands of kids just because they're JV. He's always keeping his eyes. Coach Burton is keeping his eyes. Coach Elliott, they're always keeping their eyes on. And we always, at some point, we communicate multiple times about the kids. So we always tell parents in our parent meeting that once you come into this program, everybody's going to get coached. Now, everybody's race is different, but don't pay attention to somebody else's finish line.
Right.
Because your finish line is going to feel just as good as long as you finish a race.
Yep.
And so the way we became strong as a program is not by, the going out here trying to talk to every kid, but identifying the kids in our backyard and trying to coach those kids up. And that's what made this program stronger. Again, us focusing in on what we got and not so much on what everybody else got. Now, we're busy out here, and he is too, because he's always visible. You'll see us at every game, and you'll see us everywhere, looking at kids. I got my JV defensive coordinator, because he's retired military. He's typically checking in the kids on the middle schools. So he'll pop up and sit in the middle school all day. And so we're about building relationships. I just talked to a parent the other day. I called him, and I told him, hey, man, I need you to talk to your son. And he said, well, what's going on, Coach? I said, every time we do wide receiver reps, he's hiding in the back. And I said, yeah. He was like, well, so he said, man, I'm so happy you called me, because my biggest fear was he was gonna get in the program, and because he's so quiet, he was just gonna fade away, and nobody was gonna pay him attention. I said, well, that's not our philosophy. I mean, everything I say is that we're gonna pay from the kid, from whatever part of the depth chart you're in, we're gonna pay attention to everybody.
Right.
And so I always tell them, in our parent meeting, I say it's a 3 approach thing. It's the kid, it's the coaches, and it's you. And it don't work if one spoke of that wheel breaks. That wheel got to keep rolling, but we got to keep it rolling. And so that's how this program became better, not because we were trying to be something else we won't. We identified who we were, and we worked on making that stronger.
And the other thing with that rule only affects one school in the PD, is Mitchfield. Because so for us, a kid can choose an academy in the 8th grade.
Ah, that's right, yeah.
So in the 8th grade, as long as they pick their academy in the 8th grade, it doesn't affect them.
Don't affect them.
If they don't pick it in the 8th grade, then you gotta go to your own school.
Yeah, it was his own school.
But we one of the things we do here is we do middle school official visit night. I know you probably seen my posts. I post them all the time. So we bring the kids in, like the college official visit. We meet with the parents, meet with the kids in the auditorium. We tour the building. We cut music on. We got the backdrop up. We got the uniforms. They get smoke machine. They take pictures in front of it.
I like that.
We do all that stuff. So we kind of bring them in and kind of tell them about, hey, this is what you need to do if you want to get here. This is how you do it.
Like an open house.
Right. Yeah. So we did that, and then once we did it year 1, everybody in the district started.
There we go.
Everybody
Here we go. The copycat. Here we go.
Everybody in the district started doing it.
Biting off my stuff.
Yeah. We laugh, man. We'll be online sometime when we see, some schools post something. We screenshot it, send it to the group. Here we go. Here we go. Word for word. But yeah, it only affects one school. It only affects one school, which I believe is Mitchfield, because they don't have.
They don't have a program.
Yeah, they don't have a program. But everybody else has one. Like every Hampton school has 4 career academies. So kids can pick at Bethel, they can pick to go to Hampton, they can pick to go to Phoebus. Now it's a lottery style system, so there's no guarantee that you're gonna get it. But damn, Mitchfield, you fucked. And their zone is. So I coached at Denby, and the way the zone is, like you got Denby sitting here.
Okay. Right.
And then you got Woodside over here. You got Mitchville here.
Right.
You live on this side of the road, you go to Mitchville. You live on this side, you go to Denby. You live on this side of the road, you go to Denby. You live on this side, you go to Woodside. That's how it was before they really got the programs and start pushing kids through that. So, so their zone is kind of weird. And then Denby, Malone's doing a good job over there. So it's becoming a place where people are like, let me go see what's going on over here.
I like that though.
So kids are starting to go there.
Yeah.
And Woodside was the same way before until they ran Dotson out. But Coach Cherry, who they just hired, he got a relationship with he's been big in youth ball. So a lot of the Tri-City kids and stuff like that start going there. They'll get their program back up and going. But yeah, those academies and those magnet programs are huge if you're selling them correctly and you know what you're doing.
Yeah, nowadays I don't understand it. When we was in school, the magnet programs was just a thing. Yeah. But we played where we lived at.
Right.
Like now, it's a big thing now. Like, you know what? Hey, like what we got over here, we do have a program such and such. You know. But like I was discussing with Phil, like I told him this is probably gonna be like they probably gonna hate me when I say this, but I felt like, oh yeah, I know I want to go. The St. James thing.
Okay.
And the reason why I say this because I feel like in my area, and in the 703, we talk about how private schools have really affected our area for decades. And now, as we talked off air, it started to infiltrate in the 757. And I think and I ain't gonna say that people down here, I would say they're worried. And I'm just like, no, don't be worried now because we've been dealing with this for decades. Right. Imagine how the people in Northern Virginia feel that getting their kids taken away from the WCAC all the time. And I'm just like, and I argue, you know what I'm saying, it's online in Hampton. I argue that, because those two areas that are dominant with talent, but the best 1-2 kids get snatched away.
Right.
And you guys get to keep your kids, and you guys win a lot of the championships. And I argue and say there will probably be less
If those kids stay.
if those kids stayed.
That's fair.
And they said, no. Look what's happening now. Old St. James, IMG. Everybody coming in here. We just had 2 kids left in the last 2 weeks from Smith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going other places. Look what happened. Ward got decimated by the St. James effect. Look what happened to Phoebus. One coach leave and everybody just going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Kids leaving Maury. Why would you want to leave Maury?
I don't know that kid. but
Right.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? So
Why you leave Diarrhea and
right.
and all those guys?
But we've been saying this for years in the 804. Let me break this down for you kids. I'm gonna give you a history lesson. Trinity Episcopal,
Yep.
Benedictine,
Yep.
St. Christopher's,
Yep.
Collegiate.
Yep.
LCA, when the Huguenot guys was over there before they went over there. Am I missing anybody?
Christ Church.
Christ
They used-
Christ
they
Church. It
used to
used to
sneak
be
kids,
that was
yeah.
known for basketball.
Yep. They used to sneak kids.
Yeah,
up
they
out
was
of
out there. Then you still got and then for girls basketball, St. Gertrude's and Veritas and stuff like that. But we have all these schools in our area
Yep.
that are just coming in and go to the rec games and taking the whatever stuff like that. And now St. James just come up here. Now you got the Bishop Ireton's and girls basketball coming and taking kids and stuff like this because now they're national power. You know, and Tamika Dudley can just pretty much just walk into the gym, get anybody who she wants for girls basketball. So I'm just like now, like you said, it's about resources because I was told, because my kid is a private school kid, it was like, hey, you know what? You got more resources over there. My trainer said, go on over there and play. And it was true.
Right.
So now it's starting to affect the happy works. You had Bishop Sullivan, they tried it.
Yeah.
What do y'all say about that now?
So the private school, it doesn't bother me. I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you why it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Because which I like Dio. Like I met him when I was at the apprentice school. I recruited when he was at what's the school?
What was it? Freedom?
Freedom. He was at Freedom.
Hayfield? Yeah.
Good dude. So I don't have a problem with it because if you can give a kid something that I can't give them,
Yeah, because he came down here, what was it,
Take
2 weeks ago? He was down here, right? Had a whole,
at the youth thing, yeah.
Yeah,
If you
sports place,
if
yeah.
you can give a kid something that I can't give them, by all means, take them. I'm okay with that. But you can't take everybody.
Right.
Right, exactly.
And again, what we're going to do is I'm going to coach what shows up. If it-
Now we're going to see who can coach.
If it is enrolled in Bethel High School because the parent had a lease or a deed that is in the Bethel zone and the driver's license match that, as my principal says, they enrolled in school, then they're going to play football. That's how it works.
We done got down to this, right?
The private school, man, it doesn't, like Hampton Roads Academy, they're taking a lot of, they
Right.
got a good group
Right.
of middle school kids from this year. They got a good group.
Right.
Coach Taylor over there, we coach together at Heritage. He good dude. He got a good group of kids. Like it. Again, what?
Everybody worried.
It's been schools in the PD plucking kids from other schools in the PD. What's the difference? What's the difference? It's no difference.
Do we really want to go there? Do we really want to go there?
It's no difference.
Do we really want to go
But
there?
again, everybody's acting like transferring just started.
Just started.
This is
It's
nothing
been
new.
It's right.
We lost after year one. We lost 3 kids. One went to the blue school.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I
One
like
went to the
that.
red school,
I like that.
and the other one went to the light green school.
I like that.
I don't think either of the 3 ended up in a better spot than they would have if they stayed here. The one who went to the blue school, won a state championship, got a nice jacket, got a nice ring. So I can't argue with that. The one that went to the red school, to me, if you don't win the state championship, you did the same thing as the guy that went 0-10. So he ended up the same place he was here. The guy that went to the light green school, we beat them 2 years in a row. They went 3-7, I think 0 for 10, and he ended up going to school to play football at the same school he could have went from at Bethel. So this recruiting thing, the recruiting thing as they call it, it's not new. Kids going places, transfer is not new. Again, you talk about the history lesson that go on in 757. Look at the history of the other Mike Smith teams. Those were all Hampton kids.
Podcast over. Podcast over. Podcast over. I didn't say that.
The Phoebus kids back in those teams. All those kids want Phoebus Zone kids. There's a school in the PD right now that got 6 kids that live in Hampton, and that school's in Newport News. So this ain't nothing new. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. Yeah, we know. We just don't care.
So when I said that, I'm down here in the 7-5 in Hampton, and you gonna tell me that all those 17 championships, whatever Mike Smith got, 12, 45, whatever he got, 10, 67, whatever he got, I don't know, whatever he got. And you tell me that all the best kids live on Shell Road, right? That's what y'all telling me. Yes, they did.
They did in that house. What was it called? Grandma's house or mama's house? Whatever it was.
See, I told y'all not to fuck with me. I told y'all. They always say, Lee, you know how to get people started. You always know how to bring people. Julian Brown always say that you always get them. Y'all really want to do that?
The truth is the truth, man.
Right. So, and then on top of that, you had the 2.0 rule, right? So you had that rule. So if the kid just limped in, you could just give them TV or a teen living class or whatever. They can just barely make it. We don't care about what happened after the season. We just care about, we just want to just give them through the season. I tried to told y'all, right? Nobody want to listen to me. We gonna always give 7-5 their flowers. We gonna always do that. That's not taking away from the greatness, but you don't got a lot to kick it. We know this. Why y'all acting like that didn't happen? But then they go crazy because you see other teams that's doing it, and then y'all want to get mad about it. What your boy Jeffrey Osborne said, don't get so mad about it. You ain't got to get so mad. the great Jeffrey Osborne, okay? Like, why?
I just think it's, again, when it's happening for me,
So that's what I'm saying.
But then when it's somebody else that's doing it, they say, whoa, wait a minute.
Right, they fanning all these flames y'all way.
Oh,
but it was cool when they were doing it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no evidence, no nothing, because you just see everybody going, oh no, they just lived over Shell Road. Bullshit. So you just said me all the kids just crowded up and everybody just lived in Shell. Yeah, in the one house, you're right. Yeah, right. And I'm like, I mean, hey, everybody had their time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their time. But now this year, like we said, now we're going to learn who can coach.
Nah, then they're going to say we can't coach.
No, here we go.
They're going to say we can't coach. But yeah, I dare say, year one, in the Facebook group, we was the worst coaching staff in the PD.
Are you serious?
Oh, man. They wore me out, man.
I missed that.
Lee.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Keontae Gray let that happen?
Lee.
Hold on, not Mr. Clean Cut. We're not gonna say anything bad about teams around here. Anyway, he let that happen.
Lee, this is what hurt.
It's getting real interesting on this set.
Lee, this is nah, ain't no shot. Lee, the thing that hurt me was that year one, we was 2-8. So we beat 2 people. So it was 2 guys that was worse than me.
Right.
That's what hurt my feelings the most, Lee. They called me the worst coach in the PD, and I beat 2 people.
The math ain't mathing, right?
Man, I beat 2 people. There's 2 people worse than me. But again, that's why Hampton, perfect example. Hampton, with Woodrow being the head coach. I respect what Woodrow's done over there because I got the job right now, which is crazy. I'm the longest tenured coach in the PD by a week. Me and Woodrow got hired like a week apart.
Oh wow. Okay.
We were 2-8. They were 3-7. So to see them go from that to where they were last year, he did work over there.
Yeah.
He
did.
cleaned the
He
program
did.
up.
He did.
Because
He did.
Jokers was showing up to the weight room, he's sending them off. So the kids like, okay, we gotta get to the weight room. So he built that program. So like we came in here, when we got the job here, we looked at the film. I was like, yo, if we win 2 games, we're cool. If we can steal 2 more, we great. And we had 2 other games that we were right there and could have got, actually 3 that we could have got. And just at that point, we didn't know how to win. I took over in January. We couldn't touch the kids till March.
Right.
March started up, the kids were running track, outdoor track.
Right.
And the way it worked at that time, once those kids left in November to go run indoor track, if they ran outdoor track also, we didn't see them from the end of football season till June.
Yeah, till June, yeah.
So 18 of the 22 starters that first season didn't show up till June. So the whole season, I would tell everybody, we're 6 months behind. Because some people start like Maury.
Yeah.
They win state championship game December 14th. They back Monday, lifting weights. So we're behind. So it looks like that. But nobody's giving you any grace for that. That's cool. I don't want none. That's fine.
not.
That's fine. You got to put the ball down and play. Cool. But like it's a process like that. The winning stuff, it's hard to win games, man. I don't care who you're playing.
Absolutely.
I don't care what the sport is. It is hard to win games. Like, for as much as people talk about coaches and all this stuff, like Blunt. Blunt doesn't get the credit that he deserves. That man was there since 2012. He's never had a losing season.
And they wanted his ass out of there too.
Let's
not forget that.
He didn't win the state championship quick enough.
Yeah, the Phoebus faithful, they wanted him out of there too.
No, his worst season that I can remember was like 6-4. That's the worst season.
That's a winning season.
Right.
And they wanted him gone.
Danny Dotson, that was at Woodside. They ran out of Woodside. Danny was there for 20-some years. I think he had 2 losing seasons. And it was like, I'm talking 4-6, not like 0-0, like 4-6. Wow. So you're like a game away. Like, so people, everything microwave, man. You gotta do it now. It doesn't work like that because when we got here year 1, I can show you pictures, Lee. The shoulder pads were thrown into a room on top of some hurdles. They were molded, like when you pulled them apart from each other, they made that noise.
Wow.
There was 37 helmets. There was 6 footballs. The headset was there, but the master box was gone.
Dang.
The pads were out in the Connex, molded, mildewed, and muddy, like after the last practice. I guess they're like, hey, season over with after Friday, just throw it all in there. And they put it all in there. So, like, that stuff was there, and then there was probably $1,500 in the football account. So when we got here, we got to teach the kids how to go to the weight room. Well, first of all, my thing was teaching them to get there behind the class.
Right.
Not hallway, go to class, get to class on time.
Right.
That's the first thing. Then we got to teach them how to function in the weight room because everybody wants to jump and grab the rim or hang from up here. I'm like, no, that's not what you do in the weight room.
Right.
So after we got that done, now we can start talking football. Well, the guys that we're going to count on don't show up till June.
Right.
So now I got June, July, August to get you where Phoebus, Kickintan, Warwick, Denby, Woodside, Mansfield have already been.
Right.
Of course, there's no grace or mercy for that. I'm cool with it. But it's a process. So the next year, because those guys like, okay, these coaches crazy. They don't play. They're going to send people away. We go 5-5.
Okay.
The next year, we go 6-4. And we still drop some games that we should have won. This year, we win 7 games. Like it's a process, man. And people, like what's my man, Moody, that's over here. Moody always got everybody laugh about the trust the process stuff. Like it's truly a process. Like you got to be in it. But the one thing I can say is our parents, you know, you got 1 or 2 that's crazy and delusional, but for the most part, our parents are like, I love what y'all doing. We love what you're doing with the boys. We love Camp Bruin where the team stay together for 4 nights.
Okay.
The parents donate. They come, they feed us Sunday night. Monday night, last year, Maury people on the food truck, they fed us wings and all kind of stuff. Tuesday night, the parents did a Taco Tuesday. Wednesday night, Longhorn Restaurant fed us. Like, we got Team Mom, she, Miss Tisdale, every game, she outside with Gatorade and snacks for the guys. So it, you know, and that stuff, again, so as moms talk to my friend whose son may be at another school, yeah, girl, but they do this over there at Bethel. They do this. The coaches do this. Well, dang, well, they don't do nothing over here.
Right.
Like
So-
it's
right.
a mom.
That's how it happens.
It's a mom. Lee, I screenshot that post, got it in my phone. I showed you the post. It's a mom last week at another school in the Peninsula District that made a long post as to why she took her kid out of that program in that school because of the environment. So if that mom decides, even though that kid's not here, because I know they're gonna be quick to say that.
Let's put it out there.
Yeah. Right. Had that kid came here, is it my fault that your school or your football program is a negative environment and they want to get their kid out? No, it's not. Anybody that's a parent that has a kid somewhere, they want their kid with somebody who has their best interest. My son played at Ward. My daughter cheered at Ward. My son had more football scholarship offers than games they won in 4 years.
Wow.
And at no point did I ever think about taking him out of there. Never thought about pulling him out of there. Because you taking your butt to school and doing what you're supposed to do in the school building is on me.
Right.
Now, do I want the coach to hold you accountable for that? Absolutely. But that's on me as the dad. I got to make sure you're doing the right thing. But you want that guy in the building also on your kid. Because these kids know, they know here, like I said, my admin is great, man. It'd be days that we may be short admin, we may be short security. Porter, you got to walkie-talkie. We need you in the hallway. We got you a sub. The kid, Porter in the hallway. Hey, man, hurry up, get to class. Because they already know. They already know what time it is. School ends at 3:09. Study hall starts at 3:20. If you ain't in that classroom for study hall at 3:20, go home. That's it. That's a standard. That's not going to change. That's never going to change. You better be in that room at 3:20. I check grades on Wednesday. I don't care who you are. Your Wednesday determines your Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Did we not? About a certain program?
And I use that as an example because my guy, man, 5-year kid in the program, Derek. Last year, there was a little TikTok trend going on where they would have the phone and you handed somebody not expecting it and they got the phone up close to their face and like everybody's making fun of it. Well, I got called to the office for that. I'm like, this is playoff game week. This is Ned River week. They're telling me what's going on. I'm like, yo, you got me in the office talking about a TikTok trend the week of the playoffs? I said, Derek, this is what we're going to do. At practice today, we're going to flip a coin. Heads, you're going to sit the first half. Tails, you're not playing at all. I left out. He in there losing, going crazy, crying. My principal come down the hallway, Porter, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do it. He got the point. He got the message. You got the message. So y'all know how I am. So why call me down here? Like teachers, all the teachers. The first week of school, first day, they get an email from me. Hey, I sent it to the middle schools. Hey, Coach Porter, head football coach at Bethel. Here's my phone number. Here's my classroom phone. Here's my email address. If you have any problems, we send the roster. These are the kids. If you have any problem with any of these kids, please reach out to me. It's to the point now that the teacher's like, yeah, he did this. I was gonna tell you, but we knew what you were gonna do. And I'm okay with that.
See?
I'm okay with that. So everybody can't play here, but it's the place where everybody's gonna want their kid at because I'm gonna be tough on your kid. I'm gonna love your kid. I'm gonna make sure your kid is straight. I'm gonna make sure your kid is doing what he's supposed to do in this building. And if your kid ability and grades halfway match, he gonna have an opportunity to play football somewhere. There's 831 schools in the United States that play football. I can find one.
At least one.
You might pay a little bit, you might not. You might be on TV, you might not. You might be close by, you might be far away. But you're going to have an opportunity. That's all I can give you. That's it. I can give you an opportunity. We tell the kids all the time, I can get you in front of any coach in America. What your transcript says and what you do when you get there, that's on you.
That's on you.
But I can get you there. And so when people see that or people hear that from the parents or from the kids, some people are not being told that at their school there, or some of the coaches aren't following through. It's, man, like I saw a transcript of a kid from at another school, and like he didn't have enough class. He wasn't supposed to be eligible last year. He didn't have enough classes. Like as the head coach, how you not know that? Like that's a problem. I don't want my kid there either. So I mean, sometimes you gotta look within, man. But you trying to hold kids hostage is like the guy that says, if I can tell the girl, if I can't have you, nobody can.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna kill you and kill myself. That's what some of the coaches have turned into, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's just like you know who can coach and who can't.
Dog, if a kid doesn't want to be here, I tell them all the time. I just jumped on 2 JV kids the other day. If you don't want to be here, tell me where you want to go. I'll get you an Uber there every morning. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for your ride every morning.
Wow.
If you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here. Because the way I tell you guys all the time, if you're here and you're a problem, I got to deal with you 365 days a year.
Right, and I don't want to deal with that.
If you transfer to, I don't know, let's say Phoebus. If you transfer to Phoebus, I got to play you one time a year. I'm only dealing with you one time. You don't want to be here, go somewhere else. I'm okay with it because when that principal verification form comes by and my AD say, hey, man, what you think? Check yes. Check yes. I'm not holding no kid back, man.
Yeah, we see that too.
I'm not holding no kid back, man.
He
That's,
says it every time, every day he'll say it to somebody if they messed up. It's 3 other schools that play pretty good football and
dog,
you are
dog.
more than welcome to go.
Phoebus won 4 in a row. The streak ended this year, but they won 4 in a row. Hampton was what, 10-2 this year?
Yeah.
They playing good football at them 2 schools. You can go there. You can go there. I'm cool with it. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. Everybody not gonna like me. I've been inboxing Keisha Cole now for 5 years. She ain't responding to nothing. And I'ma still send another message tonight. It doesn't matter, man.
only take one.
It only takes one.
I'm done, man. Podcast over.
Somebody gonna want me, Lee. Somebody gonna want to be here with me, Lee. That's all I'm saying, man. Somebody gonna want to be here with me, Lee.
Boy.
And whoever want to be here with me is gonna they're gonna Lee. 4 years in a row, team GPA over 3.0. The kids get it done. The kids get it done, Lee. Amari going to Hampton, 3.6. Luke Parker going to VMI, 3.4.
Wow.
Alex Lewis going to Virginia Union, 3.1. Odell Pinckney going to Barton, 3.6. Ethan Wiggins going to Bridgewater, 3.2. Derek Fisher this year going to UVA, 3.7. Our kids get it done. Victor Romaine 3 years ago went to Emory Henry, 3.0. Kamari went to Emory Henry, 3.4. Amari's brother Avion, CNU, 3.7.
Can some of y'all coaches recite what he just said?
Right.
Lee, I got the transcripts on my phone, Lee. I got the transcript on my phone.
I'm just saying, man. Because some people don't even know who their kids is, man. I'm just saying.
If you in it for the kids, Lee, what we talking about? If I'm in it for the kids, why would I try to block a kid his senior year? His career is over after this year.
Boy, it's a lot of shots being fired.
That's not a shot, it's the truth.
I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. I'm just saying, but you know what the pastor said, I'm stepping on your toes, man, you know.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, people gonna walk up to church.
Dog a holler.
Yeah, that part.
That's right. Coach, I wanted to ask you, too, something that you started last year. So, bringing all the coaches in the area to be able to have their kids get the whole 9.
That was the second year.
Yeah, second year. Okay, yeah, second year. I know my brother and other coaches were really excited about that.
Yep.
Because it wasn't, you brought the whole area together, right? What kind of feedback did you get from the college coaches, from the high school coaches, how do you feel like you'll keep progressing and growing that actual showcase? Because I think everybody really had a lot of good feedback.
We're gonna do that every year.
Okay.
Okay.
College coaches are like, so you mean tell me I can go to one place and see 30 high school coaches? Like, heck yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going. So like, even when I was at Miz and when I was at the apprentice school, like I recruited the 757.
Okay.
I don't think people realize that's almost 80 schools. Right. Like it's almost 80 schools. And then I had Eastern North Carolina from Harnett County to the coast. That's another 80, 90 schools. Like my son has the same areas now at Hampton Sydney coaching. He got the 7-5. They gave him some of Northern Virginia. He got Eastern Carolina. He got Harnett to the beach. He got DC and Virginia. It's a big area. So for a college coach to be able to go here and say I can hit 30 schools from the Tidewater, because that's what they don't call it 7-5. They don't call it Hampton Roads. Right. They say the Tidewater. Then oh shoot, well, boom, let's do it. And like for the most part, the coaches are like, yo, coach, yeah, we're gonna be here. Like I even hit some 804 schools, and some of those guys, they didn't respond. They probably like, who is this? I know like Lauren was getting ready for state championship game or whatever. But yeah, when I was at the apprentice school, Cary High School in North Carolina used to do it in their library, and like coaches would come, and it was a great thing. I was like, dang, so I can come here and I can hit 30, 40, 50 schools down there because more people. And we've gotten bigger every year. Like this year was 26 college coaches there, like 30 high schools. Okay. So it's I love it, man. we're gonna do it every year. Do it every year. It's great, man, because a lot of kids get missed. Sometimes a coach can't make it to Hickory because it's so far. Right.
Yeah.
But it's North Carolina border. So then you bring Hickory here, and the coach like, well, dang, well you got this kid.
Okay.
Maybe next year he go out.
Next year, yep.
So yeah,
that's smart.
But that's again, man, that's one of those things where you in the business for kids. Like sometimes I think people forget, and people that heard me talk about this stuff before, probably like, he's saying the same thing again. Some people forget that sometimes an opportunity for a free college education can be generational changing for somebody.
Yeah, that's right. It sure can.
Because I know I never went to college. I never went to Fayetteville State. My mama worked at the local gas station. She couldn't pay for me to go to college. My son went to Howard. That joint was $58,000 a year. I can't pay that. But because I can catch a football, Fayetteville State say, hey, we're going to pay for you to come here. Because my son can catch a football, Howard say, hey, we're going to pay for you to go here. He got his bachelor's from Howard. Then he goes to Virginia State and gets his master's. Didn't pay nothing.
Didn't pay nothing.
Now he's coaching college football. I spent a total of $500 on his college education. Dorm deposits. That's it.
See what I'm saying?
So when you put kids in those type of spaces, man, that's what it's about. That's why I love, every year, I love seeing Maury signing day.
Yeah.
Because Dyree got 20 going to school. Right. I love seeing Holly Springs. Man, Lauren get up there and start preaching. Hey, boy, Lauren get up there and get to going about that. And he got 15, 20, 30. One year he had 30 kids going. Because I got a couple that came to the apprentice school. He get going about that.
Yeah, Lauren get going, man.
Man, that's why I'm like, yo, I want to, even when I was here with Coach Nelson, nobody ever talks about this because during that time, again, Phoebus was so good. They was in the middle of one of their four-piece back then. Hampton was so good. Coach Nelson, in 3 years, sent 47 kids to college to play football.
They ain't gonna talk about that.
Nobody talk. It's unheard of.
They ain't gonna talk about that.
It's unheard of. It's some people that ain't sent 47 kids to school in 10 years. Right. He did it in 3 years.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of kids. We saw this. Like so it like you can go down and name them. It's not even it's not even nothing that's made up. Like Coach Nelson was in the business of sending kids to school. So then, when I leave here and go to Heritage, Mass saw what we would do here getting kids in school. He's like, yo, I need you here to help me with my recruiting stuff. So we started, like, we were the first ones at Heritage to bring the showcase to the Peninsula side. Okay. Because Oscar Smith would do them. Yeah. They would do them. They were the only people doing them. Right. My bad. It was Ocean Lakes at the time.
Ocean Lakes,
So we brought it over here. And we did it at Heritage, and we had 30 coaches show up because we had some kids at Heritage. 30 coaches showed up. And then the next year, another 35 showed up. So I'm like, dang, is that easy? Because again, if I can go to this place and I can see all these kids in one spot, let's do it. So yeah, I'm always gonna do that, man. That's gonna be every year, and hopefully it grows more. Hopefully more coaches come. Hopefully we have to get a bigger venue, like whatever. I don't care where kids go to school at, man. These guys fussing me all the time because it'll be kids that at other schools that I'll make a phone call for, and I'm sure every coach gonna say, yeah, I done helped coach at the school. You probably did. Cool, great, because I just got told that another coach in the district is the one that helped Maury get to Hampton University. Whatever, but yeah, I don't care if let's say you did. Good. Okay. He going to school. I don't care. Guess where his signing day gonna be at? Bethel.
Bethel.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. I'm in it for kids, man.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
And that shows you type of coach he is. Man, it's never about him.
Yeah. Clearly.
You know what I mean? And that's been him since day one. So that's what we bring to.
I got a big question for all three of you, and I need to hear it from all three of you guys.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. These Thursday night games is killing y'all, man. I mean, really, this is what the great 7-5. So you're telling me, and I know this is not y'all issue. So you're telling me that the city of Hampton can't find any other way to figure out how to get these games back on Friday nights. High school football belongs on Friday nights, man. I understand you may have some national televised games with these big schools that may play on Thursdays and stuff like that, ESPN and stuff like that, getting that money. But if 757 is supposed to be the Mecca and they win all the championships and everything like that, because I'm not going to deny that. I'm just saying 757, you have put Virginia on the map to, hey man, we get it. And I'm not hating on that. We've fallen off this far? Now, I understand that crime is crime. Crime is everywhere. You got it in Petersburg, you got it in Richmond. The last I checked, I know we were way up there. We always had high crime. But you're telling me that now the games have it's been so bad that now we got to put the games online on Thursday night? And now we can't go to a Friday night game? Y'all stands are depleted, man. It's taking away the whole fanfare, like the whole vibe. Because then you got to think about it. And if y'all ain't playing on Thursday, y'all playing on Saturday. Guess what? Who playing on Saturday? College football. I'm not going to no high school football. Unfortunately, unless my kid plays. Right. I'm being in the house watching college football on Saturday. First off, get up and give me a bowl of cereal and some cartoons, and then I'm going to watch, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to do that. But I'm just like, what has happened? So what do y'all think a solution can be to try to fix this problem, man? Or do y'all think it ever going to get back to that? I'm going to start with you.
I think you got to tell from the youth coaches to the parents, they got to lay off the officials, okay? Ooh. Because you can't have games if you don't got the officials. And one of the biggest issues from youth to this level is we don't have enough officiating. Because everybody, it's a difference between an official getting into it with a high school coach. Because high school coaches got some type of restraint, and there is a deterrent big enough there for they're not going to take it over the level. There is no deterrent at the lower level. So somebody can, you see videos on Facebook all the time, somebody beating up or attacking an official.
Yeah.
And so let's say you're a retired guy who wants some extra coins. You just wake up one morning, like you say, get your bowl of cereal. You scrolling down Facebook and you seeing an official getting punched in his face.
Yeah.
He getting attacked on the basketball.
We seen it happen in Richmond. I seen it in Richmond.
You know what, that DoorDash won't that bad up in our
house. Right. Right.
And so, to me, when you go down to the crux of the issue, people always want to blame the city. No, blame yourself.
Okay.
Blame because we don't have the officials. So you got to think about it. When you only got a small pool, you got to kind of divvy it up where things can fit, because it ain't going to work out no other way. You can't make something happen. What they say, can't squeeze blood from a turnip? Yeah. There's not enough officials in the area because we got too many belligerent folks that are just going absolutely because these officials don't officiate high school games. I used to be an official back in the, before I got into sports, I used to officiate. So I know how officials do. They love to get their money. And so they go to rec league games, and then they get their money on the high school level.
Right.
And they also get their money on the JV games. So you'll
Right.
see official, you might see official 3 times 1 week.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so a lot of times, apparently the money ain't good enough because the problems are too big.
Yeah. I go
Damn, you
last.
broke that shit
I go
down.
last.
Yeah.
I go last.
Yeah.
I'm the district employee.
I think, yeah. Who want to go next? I ain't touching that. I want the question.
With these honest,
Yeah.
like that, I think it ties because sometimes those Thursdays, depending on, like we had one time during the season, we had 3 games.
In
2
7
games.
days. We had 3.
Three
We had
games
3
in 7 days.
Wow.
So it becomes a safety for us. Like at this
Yeah.
point, like our bodies are tired. So I'm the same thing with him though. It's the officiating. If it's not enough officials, then it sometimes plays out. But I just think it's tough for the kids.
Yeah.
To get themselves together. It's hard to get up for a Thursday game.
Right.
Or a Saturday morning game when
Yeah.
they used to practice on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
And these kids they don't, it's social media has taken away, they love the attention, but, and I'm not speaking for all of them, just most, and they love the attention than love to put in the grind and the work and the grit to do that. So yeah, that makes sense.
So now speaking as the district employee here. So it's several things. One, he absolutely right about the official. It's an official shortage.
Shortage, which has been going
Official
on for
shortage.
quite some time.
Yeah, so it's tough to get guys to go on Fridays. Now the next issue is, again, because it's not really a 757 thing. It's a Peninsula District thing.
Okay.
Because the South Side, Chesapeake, they still play on
They
Fridays.
still play on Fridays,
They still play
right.
on Fridays. Yeah.
Right.
So here you got, we're understaffed in the police department.
Okay.
So it's tough to have officials in the streets on Friday nights and at the game. Because the kids, believe it or not, like game 1 last year, we played Patrick Henry. Man, kids were brawling.
Are you serious?
Tyrod's middle school all-star game last year. Kids brawling. Like the kids get together and fight. So you got a official shortage. Now you got a staffing, police staff shortage. Now we don't have our own stadiums. It's one
Right.
city stadium. So now Hampton City Schools, to try to deter the stuff on Friday night, they'll say, well, a Hampton school and another Hampton school can't play each other on Friday night. We can play a Newport News school on a Friday night. You can't play a Hampton school on Friday night because that's going to be the night that you need the security. When Hampton and Bethel play,
Yeah.
you better have somebody there. When Phoebus and Bethel or Phoebus and Hampton play, you got to have, security there. So that becomes an issue. And because I tell them all the time, what y'all think I feel like on Friday morning when I got to get up and come into this building? After I just got in I ain't get home till 11:30, 12 o'clock. I upload the film, he cutting it, so I'm waiting to see what the heck happened when I ran inside zone on 3rd and 1 and we didn't get it. So I'm waiting on that to go through. And then I got to get up to come. They tell you I don't sleep at night anyway. So now I slept 2 hours, I got to get up and come here. So yeah, it's a Peninsula District thing.
Okay.
And again, everybody on the South Side, well, they share, they do share the stadium over there in Norfolk. But for the most part, everybody else got their own fields.
Yeah.
So that gets us over here. So your answer, all that being said, to say it ain't gonna change. Now, what they did do a better job with this year on scheduling is everybody has one Saturday game.
Okay.
We play Phoebus on Saturday. I think Kickingham and Hampton may play on Saturday, and that's it. Like that's
But everything is Thursday games.
everything. Like we got like 6 Thursday games.
And for me, and that's why with Phil come in at, and Phil's really good with that because Phil can actually watch these games.
Right.
So then when we do our Tuesday night lives and talk about, our recaps and everything like this, I know Matt Hatfield does his Saturday, does a great job there. And he recaps it on Saturday. and then, we'll do a recap. I mean, the Sports Plug will do their thing on Sunday, and then we'll do our thing on Tuesday. But he's good for me because he gets on there, he can watch, he on the network and kind of watch or wherever the games are being streamed and stuff like that. So it helps me out tremendously because I got to work
It's
on
tough, yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's
I
tough.
can't
It's
watch
tough.
it. And it's like I want to, but I can't tell. So that's why I sit there and I be quiet and I listen to what Phil got to say because I can't sit there and watch them games. If it's on Saturday, then on top of that, as a media person, especially coming from out of town, it's hard for us to get approval to these games. You know what I'm saying? To cover it. So it's like, so I didn't know what it is. I'm like, well, damn, I can go to Boo Williams, but I can't even come over here. So, I don't know, man. I just.
Well, for the record, Lee, if you ever want to come to a Bethel game, you ain't got to get no approval. You already got approval.
Hey, man.
You ain't got to get no approval. You already got it.
Hey, man, it's going to be hard for me not to come down here every week, man. I already got people mad at me because I said I might be in the East End of Richmond for the first 5 weeks.
Hey, they got a schedule, man. They got a
Between
schedule.
Alice Springs and Verona.
They got a schedule.
I got called out. Well, man, you need to come over here. Hey, man.
They got a schedule. There's a lot of action going down those first 5 games up there. Woof.
Yeah.
And your teams are only, your media teams, your coaches have only so big.
Right.
So Lee used to do this all by himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now he's got multiple people do stuff. So I'm a, mostly 757 guys, the games that I watch.
Right.
But I live in Stafford, Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm in North Virginia.
Yeah.
So I'm literally watching these games with my 5 kids in the background with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
So you playing Pokemon and watching games.
Yeah, so it's yeah.
Right. But the reality of it is, it helps me. And I love having y'all network because I've been able to catch y'all games.
Right.
I couldn't go there in person. I'd be driving out every week. Right. And so I think that's the other part of it is for some people it does work because it doesn't, these kids get more of exposure than we did watching, growing up or whatever. But I think the other side of it is too, that's why Friday Night Lights is moving because
Right.
it was Friday nights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Saturday was college ball. Thursday was JV night. You know what I mean? Wednesday was middle school. So it kind of goes through a whole football schedule throughout the country where everybody's highlighted on every single night. That's
Right.
why it's so hard, I know, for you guys to be able to play on Thursday versus normally Fridays because of that particular aspect of it as well.
But I tell you this too, unpopular opinion. It's actually easier on the college coaches to get to a Thursday game than it is a Friday game. Because a lot of times on Friday, we're traveling or we got walkthrough, we got team meals, we got team meetings.
Good point.
We got that stuff.
So Hampton probably did their homework on that.
So
yeah.
UVA came to one of our games last year on Thursday night. Came out FIBA's game, we played on Thursday night. We probably had more coaches on Thursday night games.
Yeah, and then they can go to the other areas on Friday.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to fight with all of that.
Right. I can go to if I'm ODU, I can go right. I can just walk outside and watch the Maury game right here.
Yep, right.
Or Thursday night, after practice, I can come here.
Here, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
it
tough.
makes
It's tough, man, because it's rough getting up to come into school on Friday mornings after a game. Oh, sure. That's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
Not being in the school building, it's even
Yeah,
harder.
even harder, yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like, man, because we got BallinVA, we're a team of 8, but it's like I got 3 people in 757, but 1 watching from the sky.
Right.
one at a game, and then I got 4 in Northern Virginia, you know what I'm saying? And, they covering their games and doing their thing. So it's kind of hard, to watch and keep up. But like you said, the Thursday game do kind of help us out because at least, like you said, it has its pros and cons, but I guess I'm just so used to just going to the
I'd
games
much
on a
rather
Friday
play on
night.
Friday night.
Yeah.
I'd much rather play on Friday night.
Yeah. I would like to see the games.
I'm
get
okay
back
with
there.
Thursday. I would love Friday, and I absolutely hate Saturday.
Yeah, I hate Saturday.
Because you throw the kids out of routine.
Yeah.
You throw them out of routine.
Yeah, I don't like Saturday. I didn't even like going to games. Like a lot of people try to get me to come to rec games on Saturday. I refuse.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm sorry. I do not want to, because it's just like a track meet. You don't know what time that game is going to start. I don't want to be sitting around, listening to these parents and telling their kids to shut up and and all this other stuff, and I just don't feel like dealing with all of that. I want to be able to enjoy my Saturday. You know, that's why I had heard me do these podcasts. You know, this kid played, you know, son plays in the ACC. So I can't, you know what I'm saying, on Saturdays. I got to have him free on Saturdays so he can enjoy his family to maybe go see his kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was like, I got to hurry and get these done. And I really got, what today is it, ain't it? I really probably got, technically after, I probably got really like 4 weeks left to really get some progress.
Yeah, you got about a month.
Yeah.
You got about a month and he out of here.
And then for me, and then not only to shoot them, then I have to get them out there because I can't show a podcast I did in July in the middle of October to talk about the beginning of the season when the team already 5-0 or 0-5. You know what I'm saying? So up against Gun this year. I started late, but I just got to switch some. And sometimes I think I might have to interview some teams during the year this year. I may have to do that.
Yeah.
Just to get some action. I try not to do that, but you know. But you guys deal with a lot, man. But you guys educated me today. I came in today learning more, leaving here today learning more than I did coming in, you know, especially with that last question I had and everything. And I just want to kind of get a perspective from what you guys are doing because a lot of people is always assuming and speculating what they think they know, but you don't know until we sit down. That's why I always ask for the assistant coaches.
Yeah.
Because one day, one of these two gentlemen might lead a program. You know, I don't know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then we might get them and go invite us to their new place where they at. So that's why you have to deal with a lot, like you said, but it's always it's always good to get from a different perspective from the other coaches here. So they can tell us exactly in areas, and that's why I brought him in. I'm like, he gonna ask the football questions.
Right.
I'm gonna ask the other questions that people don't want to talk about.
And I'm gonna answer them, Lee.
You know, and
the problem.
you'll back away. You'll back away. You know what I'm saying? Because I said somebody got to have somebody there to answer those type of questions. But Maury was always Priya. Priya didn't mind answering those questions. He just like he don't mind saying what he said. Shout out to Diary. You know, with Hollis Springs, you know, tight ship over there. So Harry might be the one to talk. You might get a coach to say something, but might not much, because you know what I'm saying? Verona, this is a free-for-all over there. You know, they just gonna say whatever. You don't know what coach he might be over there.
Hey, man.
They just gonna be in a Smith. It's the whole Smith set. So I don't know who the hell I'm talking to over there. I might be talking to the administrator. I might be talking to the rec coach. I might be talking to I don't know. So I don't mess with those Smith people. I just said to say one thing. I'm just, you know, and Phoebus, Lord have mercy. They like ants, man.
They who?
Phoebus.
Oh.
You say something about Phoebus, you don't know, man. Like they been quiet now. They ain't saying nothing since Blunt left.
They ain't quiet.
No, they quiet right now, but then when they start winning, it's coming back.
But yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
the thing is, man, they just got Coach Coley.
Shout out to Coach Coley, man.
Coley's a good. He's a heck of a football coach.
All I've heard none but good things about Coley.
Heck of a football coach.
They brought him back home.
I just think again, like even with Woodrow taking Hampton, it's hard to walk in after Blunt. It's hard to walk in after Blunt. No different than for Blunt. It was hard walking in after Sexton. Sexton, it was hard walking in after D.
Bill D.
So it's a tough job.
And then Woodrow came in after Smith,
Mike
right?
Smith, yeah.
Yeah, he put me in the middle. Like you coach, I'll come behind you.
Yeah. See. So me on the other hand, I walked in here. It was 3 and 7 years in a row.
Yeah.
2 and 2 during COVID. And I think 4 and 6 that last season. So I'm kind of like, hey. If I lose, y'all lost before. What we talking about?
Yeah.
Why y'all acting
no pressure.
Yeah, what y'all acting do?
Right. Can you imagine what it's going to be like when Lauren decides to stay? Because we don't know.
That's tough.
Right. We don't know. This might be his last year. I think his daughter's senior now, right? I think.
Does Devo take the job?
That's what I'm thinking. But, you know, they keep it sealed tight over there like a Ziploc. I think it might be Devo.
My son recruited Devo's son this year. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I like Devo. I run in the, where'd I run in Devo at? Was it the convention?
Probably so.
No, it was Randolph-Macon game. Randolph-Macon.
Randolph-Macon, yeah, the All-Star game. or
Yep,
something?
the Hampton-Sydney and Randolph-Macon played each other.
Okay,
My son,
okay.
I went to go watch my son coach, and they played each other. I saw him there at the game. I guess his son may have been on a visit because he ended up going to Randolph-Macon. I think.
Randolph-Macon, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
he
yep,
may be on a
he's there.
visit. And I ran into him there.
Yeah, so yeah, man, it's a lot coming behind this
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
Like I
tough,
said,
man.
I mean, Coach Harold down here, 757 guy, took over Manchester
Yep.
after Tom Hall. You know, now like I said, now Mathis over at Petersburg trying to start his own thing
Yep.
over there, man. So, but I'm gonna get y'all out here on this last question, man, because you know we're gonna talk about these classifications.
Yeah.
You know, like, because you guys are still in 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so now it looks like between 4 and 5, it looks like it's going to be the hardest classifications, man. I mean, you got, I think Green Run's leaving 5.
Oh, they're going up.
They're going down.
Going down to 4?
They're going down. Yeah.
Can we get Maury and Kingsport? Please.
Dinwiddie going to 3.
Oh,
Petersburg going to
they
4.
coming. Okay, dang.
Yeah, you know, so like I mean, I know it's girls basketball, but Princess Anne going to 4.
Oh my God.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's like now, you know, hey man, this is what we. It's. I think they said it was at Menchville. No, Menchville's going to 4, right?
They are.
They said Northview going to 4.
So they're gonna have to add some teams out region.
So yeah, it's yeah.
Because if Menchville and Northview leave, we down to what? 17? Something like that.
Yeah.
19? Something.
That might be coming up to 5, but the biggest thing that we saw was the drop going to 4.
Dang.
Yeah, Green Run going down.
That's cool. We.
Yeah.
4 gonna be a
Because
smoker.
Maury was supposed to go to. See, Maury was supposed to go to 6,
Please.
but they
Please,
didn't.
baby,
They
please.
not.
Oh, they did.
They didn't make the cut.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, we were hoping too because now,
I'm about to see some of my
because
regular students
of
over there to push
we
them
won't
up.
see it in the regular season, we were hoping if they did move up,
Right.
because I'm hearing Dyree might have a couple more years.
Right.
I know he wants to coach at the next level.
Yeah.
We want to see a Oscar Smith-Maury match.
Yeah.
So that was the only way that where you have to play each other.
But is that game the same now as it would have been
no,
2-3 years ago?
no,
Like,
no,
I mean,
it isn't.
they both gonna be state championship contenders.
Right,
Got it.
right.
But with the players that they both had a couple years ago, like is that the same?
See, I argue because again, Smith set fan base started to get like the Dallas Cowboys fan base. Coming from a Cowboy fan, so let me put that out there. They say they're the show. My argument: how can you be the show when you 1 win above being average and 1 loss away from being LeBron James in the finals? Because we all know, and yes, I'm gonna say it once again.
I already know what he about to say.
And don't tell me this rent free. I just gotta do this. I just gotta do this. We all know that monster up there in Alexandria. We all know that if the email wasn't sent, we know damn well y'all wouldn't have beat D.O. and goddamn Hayfield Hawks that year. We all know that because we ain't seen nothing better than Jeff Overton Jr. 2024. You won't beat that team. I don't give a damn what Aaron Keel say. None of them motherfuckers say. You won't beat them. Not when you was 1 catch away from losing to Madison.
That's facts.
So y'all can dismiss this. Yes, it's a big. So if LeBron got a bubble ring, y'all got a goddamn asterisk by y'all championship. I said it. And Mr. Batten, respectfully, I know you're a nice man and everything like that. You say that you didn't see it. Well, goddamn it, if you don't have an asterisk, then LeBron goddamn got a championship in Los Angeles with the Lakers, okay? Because then that means that Tim Duncan in the short season, he got an asterisk by his too. Right. So, well, how we gonna play this? We can't do this. So in my book, and in everybody in Northern Virginia book, y'all was about to get your ass whooped. Because y'all was scared. Y'all were scared. Y'all was not going to beat that monster because we now saw what they did to Highland Springs. And Highland Springs, we just, hey, I saw with my own eyes. That motherfucker took over. I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Okay, yeah, Overton good, man.
He took over.
He's good.
I saw it live.
He's good.
They just give the ball, and I said, well, we got this. That motherfucker leaped like a damn reindeer on Christmas. and that motherfucker was going down there. I said, God damn. Rocket Science, man. The promoter, man. God damn. Only in America. God damn, man. I'm just saying, Smith. I'm just saying for me, you can't be the show when your record looks like that. Because you only playing teams to come down there, then you're done with it. We didn't see you re-up with Hollow Springs in 2020 when they came down here and beat you at the Sportsplex. We didn't see that. But you played Hermitage. Hermitage ain't been right since Coach, what's the name left? In 2015. You know what I'm saying? They ain't been there. But you played them back to back. We understand that you bring the big boys down here and you do that stuff, but you can't brag about losing 49-0. Does that make sense to you?
Bosco.
You bring Bosco down here, and that's a flex? Losing 49 donut? I'm trying to.
I'm not scared of Bosco.
I'm just saying. No, we know what Oscar Smith has done. But then my argument is to the 757 fans. You say, and I'm talking about the fan base, not the real folks, the fan base. I'm just speaking facts here. Nothing against Oscar Smith, none of that. I'm just because we got asterisks in here in 804, so I'm just breaking this down. All I'm just saying is, you lost to Westfield 3 times in a row.
Oh, you did. I was at 2 of them. Yeah. Sure did.
How can you explain that? There's no way LeBron should have lost to the Dallas Mavericks? Just saying.
Well,
I'm just saying. I just love fucking with y'all.
I just want to go on record and say, Oscar Smith, you have an amazing program.
I just gotta mess with y'all. So y'all can come for me. Y'all can DM me. I don't care, man. I'm just having fun here, man. I can easily do what Miss Parker said on Friday. I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying? You know. So, you know.
I would add to what Lee said. I think the issue with fans and football teams now is that they're seeing programs that have been built versus somebody building, right? And so going back to what Lee was saying, anybody could say, oh, this is what Phoebus did. Were you here prior to 01? Oh, look at Bethel. Do you know Bethel do have 3 state championships? You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's look at Smith. Smith won't do nothing prior to 02. You see what I'm saying? But none of y'all saw that. You only saw the shine.
Right.
And I think that's part of the problem is now we don't really see a lot of people who are willing to invest to build.
Right.
They can only build on top of. You see what I mean?
Right.
And so now, and that's why we're here, guys, was that we still saw what you've been building. We've heard about what you've been building, but we wanted to come to see what y'all built.
And that's why we had to do this. You know, that's important to sit down and have these interviews. Because D.O., they couldn't stand D.O. Couldn't stand him.
But I never understood that.
Because he was from Northern Virginia and was soft and tell everybody till they beat the shit out of Western Branch. And then next thing you know, until they beat Hollow Springs, nobody respected them.
That's it. Yep.
They won that championship in 22 in dominant fashion until they beat Verona and Hollow Springs in the same season.
But why do you dislike them?
Because it ain't the 757. And it's 7-5. Oh, that freedom by 40. What's that? They soft. D.O. in here talking. But Smith said we had to listen to that shit for 2-3 years, all through COVID. We had to because we were sitting at home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, let's just respect the entirety of the football, of football, the state of Virginia. That's all I'm saying.
It's good.
I'm doing this so I can come to Bethel, I can come to Warwick, I can come to Madison or whatever else, so we can learn more about it and respect it because, yes, I'm down here and I'm saying this. These motherfuckers down here don't respect anything east of 6'4".
I don't think that's true.
I mean, I'm sorry, west of 64.
You talking about the coaches or you talking about the fan base?
The fan base.
Got you.
You talking about the fans.
No, because the coaches, because I've met the coaches,
Right.
and all I've heard for respect from both ends,
yeah.
Right.
football and basketball. We understand it's a certain the area code thing. We get that. I don't mind the competition.
It's hard.
that
It's
Frank
hard.
demand to.
How do you like?
But I'm one that I'm that motherfucker they don't want to see. When I come here, they be like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here the 804. Now I'm just saying I'm hot on the 8 because if you want to check the record for the fans who really want to check the record, check my record. Go back to 2020 when I first started, when Wu Bei was my partner and we was doing this, and I was talking about how bad we got to do better than the 804 so we can start winning. Because Hollis Springs was our savior. Them and LC Bird. Because that 3 and 4, that's 7.
Yep.
Hollis Springs was 13-0 prior to 2023 against the 757. What the dude said, we don't lose the 757.
Facts.
I never forget.
He said it. He was down here and said
Where did they go? One of the
He went to
coaches-
Oklahoma.
One of the coaches had the shirt with the tombstones.
Yeah.
Puka.
It was Puka?
It was Puka.
Shout out to Puka, man. I know Puka for a long time too, man.
That's what I'm saying.
And Lil Tank.
But we
Big
had
Tank
to,
now.
cause bro, y'all was winning, bro. Y'all were winning. We had to do something. It was Hermitage. We thought we had it with Hermitage. Hermitage couldn't close. They lost the battlefield. We were starving. Like you know what Malcolm X said. Oh, that brother starving for knowledge. You know, we were starving.
I think that made the coaches step up.
Yeah, we had to.
So to me, again, that's no different than the private school. Like for me, because when the private school thing hit this year, when the kids left from Warwick and Phoebus, the conversation was, well, y'all don't have the resources. Y'all don't have the resources. Y'all don't have the resources. Okay, cool. Well, what are we talking about with resources? Because I asked. Like, I ain't got no problem. I asked Dustin, because Dustin was one of them that was talking about it. So when y'all talking about resources, what are you talking about exactly? Because, of course, no, I don't have a cryo room over here I can send you to. No, we don't have a chef cooking meals. But
Wait, what? That won't happen. When y'all were winning championships, did y'all have that then?
no,
So why is that? Why is that? So that's an excuse. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That wasn't a prior to. You know what? I'm shut.
right. So my thing is, if everybody's leaving to go here because of resources, okay, so what can I do here to help my program? So recovery stuff. Okay, we got 8 ice tubs. We got the air leg compression sets. We got massage guns. Okay, now we got the room where we setting up with the pool table and the ping pong
that
table
it?
for the kids. We got the TVs in there. I'm just saying, if I got to compete with you, I'm gonna give you this private school in Bethel. I'm gonna give you this stuff.
How about I simplify that? Mike Smith got to come back through that door. Sexton, D,
They're not
all of those got to come because I'm not saying that's what it is. No, that's what they talk about resources. They ain't doing it like what they doing it.
Well,
They plan on walking through that door anytime soon?
Well,
Because unless they come back through that door anytime soon, I mean,
Well, everybody that you named, there's the other thing too.
we gotta move on, man. We in a new era now.
And to that point, I think here's the other part too. Private schools are for, to me, very specific kids. Because, and to me, if you're in private school, that means your public school built them to get there. Because you got to be more disciplined, you got to be on your own schedule, and most of these private schools, the families can't move in that area. So the kids are either with host families or they're on their own. So that's a different type of kid.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Where that kid is not looking to be told what to do. They know what to do and they execute it at a high level.
Well,
so go ahead, Coach.
So my one thing with the private school thing is this. Whenever they have the conversation, whenever they get the kids, I'm cool with that. Take the kid. If you got the kid, you get them. Let the kid know what happens should you leave. Because now you got kids that are leaving, and based on VHSL rules, which we finding out, if you leave a non-member school and you're not there for a calendar year, you got to go back to the non-member, or you got to go back to your previous high school. So that needs to be explained, because a lot of people are like, well, I didn't know that. Nobody told me that. So that stuff needs to be explained.
And
like
I
all
can-
that's the private school reclassing,
And I can
None of
agree
that
with
stuff
that because
bothers
I suffer from that. So I know that to be true because I went through the same thing. I didn't leave, but there was a lot of information that was left out.
Right.
And if I had known that was the case, I would have never tried to
Right.
do certain things. So honestly, that's why I'm an advocate to come back out here. It was like, hey, here's the resources. The resources is talking to you guys.
Right.
To help you guys listen to each program and stuff. So I know that is true.
Right.
Because I suffered from that, and I was like, but guess what? It won't happen again.
Right, right.
The other elephant in the room is, who are these parents listening to?
The last person who they talk to.
And then what motives do those people have, and who's really getting things done on the side that's benefiting them and not the kid?
The trainer.
And then when the kid does not execute at that high level,
The trainer.
something happens, now everybody's looking like, what do we do? Well, did you at least fact check the advice that you got? You see what I'm saying?
No, the
Because-
trainer, the recruiter.
Right, and so my thing is this: if a kid's making whatever move they're making, public to public, private to public, whatever, is it going to benefit them in the short and long term when they want to go after what they're trying to pursue? Because a lot of times, depending on what school they're at, if you get the same thing where you're at, why would you leave?
So that's always my thing with it. So for example, Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher trains with Dustin. He's been here, played youth ball with Coach Sean at Northampton. Came here as eighth grader on JV. Been a 4-year starter on varsity. Had 18, 19 offers before he committed. What's the difference? He got that here.
Yeah, they're here, right.
So, I mean, again, a lot of times it is those kids that are leaving schools to go to private schools is because they feel like those coaches at that school can't get done what they feel like they deserve or what they need to be done for them, whether it's academic, whether it's athletic. So again, that goes back to what I said earlier. Sometimes you gotta look at yourself. Am I doing what's in the best interest of this kid, or am I trying to make sure that I win games?
And that's the day when the game, folks. So we gonna leave on that note. I'm gonna let y'all get some shout outs. Y'all wanna give shout outs. If y'all don't, that's fine.
Shout out to the staff, man. The rest of the staff, those guys, man, they do a lot. Like he said earlier, I got high expectations for the staff, man. So shout out to them. They show up every day, do a lot of work for the kids. The admin staff, my AD that came in that was
That was AD.
trying to get me to laugh. Yeah, shout out to him.
I ain't know what was going on. I was like, should I tell him to get the hell up out of here or what? I ain't know what it was.
Shout out to my kids, man. Shout out to my kids. And shit, shout out to you, Lee, for what you do, man. You this is a great thing, man. It really is. Give voices to people who sometimes don't have the voice because somebody in Fredericksburg may not have ever heard of Coach Porter at Bethel, or may not know what's going on at Bethel. So shout out to you and Phil, man, for what y'all do, and your staff.
Well, my program is for the coaches, not for the kids. When I say not for the kids, is they got Sports Plug and some of these other programs that gears towards that. I will cover the kid and post them, but my voices are for you guys who don't have a voice and who may want to say some things that you still keeping it, and you're not getting crazy, but you want to have a voice to be able to say that, and that's why I did this for you guys.
I just want to add one more shout out to our parents.
Yeah.
We have a lot of parents who has trusted the process.
Yep.
Yes.
And me and Moody, we go back a long way. That's my guy. That's his biggest saying is trust the process.
Shout out to Moody. We give you a hard time, Moody.
Shout out to Moody.
But
Good dude, man. Good dude.
Great guy. But shout out to our parents, because there's a lot of parents who've been through the battles with us. And they don't go in, like he said, you're going to have your 1 or 2 parents, because being a coach is polarizing. You're going to have people who just going, you can't coach. And you have guys, oh, he can coach. You get it every week, so that's fine. That's what you sign up for. And so you're going to have a parent here and there, but for the most part, in whole, you don't see Bethel parents going online.
Our parents are great.
Talking crazy.
Yeah, you don't.
I appreciate my parents.
Right. They communicate with us when they want to have a conversation with you. They schedule a conversation with him or myself. They support us with discipline, and through the good times. And so without a strong parent base that has been built through communication and just through great coaching, I don't know where we would be at now, because it took, a lot of times when they say word of mouth, a lot of times people are listening to, how's your kid in that program?
Yep.
Or they talking to the kid, oh, you know, I love this, I love that. You don't have parents going home, because a lot of times kids mimic what parents say. They get a lot of their energy from their parents, and they, you know, the parents start talking junk. Next thing you know, the kid's a bad kid at practice, and he's listening to you. And that's not the case. They come in, if we say something to them at practice, and the parents like, what's going on? I just had a conversation with a kid. Like he said, he came in the office, he fussed him out. Mom came in, and we out there talking to her for an hour, and she ain't saying nothing. Thank you guys for trusting us and trying to convince him, see, you got guys who should be at home right now, but they here talking to you with me about your behavior in the program. That, like he always said, it starts at the top, and obviously it's led by him, but through him, and because of his communication and how he likes to throw the parent meeting, and he brings out this 200-point chart and goes through his expectations and everything else of that nature. And he got, like I say, every year, man, he builds a GPS. And one thing about the parents, they have followed the GPS to their kids' destination. And so without them, man, I don't know where we would be, because without a strong parent base, man, you don't have a program.
And some of those parents share the GPS with other parents, and that's why the kids found Bethel.
Y'all heard it.
That's it.
I want to thank y'all definitely for giving us a voice. It's a lot of times we're in the background, especially me as a DC. You don't get much. I'm good with that. All right, but we're gonna protect him to make sure that his program is ran good. And so we just thank y'all and the spouses.
Yep.
Y'all should be having, man, we thank y'all for everything y'all do on the season, and we just appreciate it.
Yeah, Phil, you got anything?
Like I said, man, I'm just grateful to be here, to be able to talk with y'all. Like Coach, we've been talking, you know, Facebook now, you know, me and Lee on the phone, but to meet your staff, to see what you guys have done. This is a program. And now people get to see it ain't just what the win and loss column is. It's what these kids are doing on and off the field, in the classroom, in the community, the parents being involved. To everybody who's listening to this interview, this is what a program looks like. You know what I'm saying? This is what you want to build towards, and everybody's on the same page. And like you guys said, it takes time.
Right.
But you guys going through every step, the JV, you know what I'm saying, the high school level, post-college. And so, like I said, I'm just grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for my man Lee. Me and Lee met 3 years ago. Now I'm actually working with him, and it's been great. But I think the biggest thing that I've learned with everything is you got to go past your level. You can't be non-biased. Yep. Me and Lee, 804, 757 guy, but because of all the things that my dad battled through being a coach at River, Smith, and Creek, I have respect for Northern Virginia because of the battles he had with them. I have respect for the 804 because of the battles he had with them, the Thomas Dales, the Westfields, all those teams. I was at most of those games, and they either took an L or a win, right? But ultimately my mom and dad both taught me is you got to look past your area. How do you get exposed to everybody? And this is why we're highlighting all programs that are doing what they need to do. So I just want to shout out to my man Lee for me being a part of the team, and shout out to you guys. And then my boy Brad, who's doing everything on the video for us as well, getting the thing done. So appreciate that. So that's what I got.
Hey, Oscar Smith fans, we cool, man. we cool. 757, we cool. My program would be nothing but me without talking about y'all every week. I was told I had to check in at Williamsburg all the way down here, man. We cool, man. I don't want no trouble, man. I don't want no trouble. But outside of that, man, thank y'all for people who going to be actually watching this. It'll be coming out very, very soon. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit all those buttons. I got to remember all that stuff because it's been a long time since I said that. And we ain't nothing else. 757, see y'all next week, man, and we out.